And welcome back to the hardest possible difficulty of surviving Mars. And it's time to carry on with our base that we got here. Remember, we've got a deficit in terms of power, oxygen and water. But that's there's no real large scale problem because we don't have any colonists yet. So one thing I want to do is exploit that water, resource node, I guess you'd call it. And doesn't so much matter where I guess we put this. It's too far from the working drone commander, yes, but we can move those. So if I put you here, there, I think. So we can move our drones out. Let's just increase the speed of the game. And then that's the transport, this is the explorer, and this is the rover. So let's send the rover out here for a second. And what I'm hoping is, well, the problem is the stockpile's over here, so will they be able to go from one to the other? We do have a drone hub, so I'm hoping that if the two connect to each other around about here, then they'll be able to bridge, across the whole territory. Whether that turns out to be the case or not is going to be interesting. What we also want to do is, whoops, I may not have wanted to do that. Let me just put it there. Deselect that first of all. Is also we're going to need some more power. If you have a look at the power shortage situation, we're going to probably want to start with some kind of system for that. And well, what can we put in? We can put some wind turbines in, cost for concrete and a machine part, and that's where we get short on polymers and machine parts because they're produced by I think they're all produced by Colonists. Let's just double check that because I think I remember seeing that in the last episode. Polymer factory needs Colonists, electronics factory need prefab parts, and the machine parts also needs Colonists. So I guess we better order some more parts. We're going to be out of whoops, helps you get the right icon. We're going to be out of funds if we keep on doing this, but we should be okay for one more trip, shouldn't we? So polymers, let's send 15 of each, maybe 20 polymers. Yeah, and let's launch you. So that's on its way back to us. And now, are you are within range there, but you're not seemingly doing anything. So it looks like we can't bridge the nodes from this. Oh, in fact, hang on. Are they just outside? Oh, they should be just crossing over. Yeah. Maybe you just can't run drones across like that. Okay, I guess we're going to have to put a stockpile up here and tell them to transport stuff. That's one way of doing it, I guess. What does this actually need for construction? Concrete and machine parts. Okay, so let's just put in another stockpile. Homes, education and research? No, not going to need that just yet. I want storages. Universal, well, we could put the concrete one up here. At least one concrete one up here. And I guess we've got to be in range of this hub, haven't we, to build it. Which is slightly unfortunate. So I guess I better put one around about here then. That's my only option. Concrete. And then we want, what's the other thing we needed for this? Machine parts. So I guess we get a machine parts depot. And hopefully the drones will then be able to get from here to here and build up our water extractor. And off they go. But for temporary reasons, we can bring this back in. Hopefully. Yep, we're getting back in. And then that hopefully should let them go and transfer stuff. We can hopefully set this as our preferred place for concrete. Okay, so we've got our RC transport number 1 picking up concrete. It's going to take it over here to our concrete depot, and we've already got a couple of machine parts there, so that should be enough for this particular thing. What was that? Was that some asteroid hitting? Oh, there it is. Yep, even more. Yeah, I don't want that to happen anywhere near my base, but I'm sure it'll happen sooner or later. Anyway. Our transport is heading out there, presumably. It hoovered up all of the concrete. All available concrete is now in that thing. I guess that means we better turn this back on again. It's going to take machine parts to repair it, but it's okay otherwise. So let's just increase the speed.
Research complete.
Yeah, decommission protocol. That means I think we can destroy buildings that we previously scrapped. You can get rid of them entirely. And now it's going to get rockets and shuttles require less fuel. Okay. So, I guess it's now time for our rover.
We have a power shortage.
Yes. Where is our power shortage? -20. It's because it's nighttime. It's not a problem. At least not for now. And hopefully now they're able to start building this thing. We just have to get our rover out there. And that should be good. Gonna deploy the drones. And can they get all the parts they need? Looks like it, doesn't it? Look at them go. Okay, so they're going to pick up parts. Specifically, machine parts and concrete. And then we should have a water extractor. But of course, we're going to need, I think, power for this thing. So why don't we look at power? In here, we want wind turbines. This is going to take concrete and more machine parts. We shall see how many that actually takes up. Let's try and tessellate this a little bit. I don't want to get too far out. So if we put one there, put a power line, maybe something like here, like this, and head this way. Then when we have the concrete depot up there, we should be able to just connect it up to the same power line. And we'll also put some solar panels on the other side of this, I think, something along those lines. We do want some way of getting that water back to the base, however, so we probably want a tank over here. All of this cold area, so we're going to have to be a bit careful with that one. Allows the clearing of salvaged and destroyed buildings. Building's not working. Why aren't you working? No power. That's fairly obvious. So
we have a power shortage.
Yes, I know we have a power shortage. Okay, so we have enough concrete coming in, hopefully, to build the first one of these wind turbines. And do they give us 10? Is it 10 power they give us? Yes, it's 10. And you're going to need how much? 8. So as long as the wind turbine's working, it should be fine. I guess we can put an accumulator in on board, or indeed a couple of solar panels as well on the other side. And either one or the other is going to work, I think.
We have a power shortage.
I know, computer. I know we have a power shortage. Can I not just switch that? I guess I can turn that off. Yes, we can turn it off. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, and our rocket's back. So I guess we should bring it back down on its rocket pad. There we go. Incoming rocket. And are you short of stuff? Just some concrete, which we've got there, so our drones should be on the way. And then let's get some more power going. So solar panels of the large kind. We can rotate to using R, so I don't want to go too far down there. I want to make sure there is room. And we'll tessellate them like that. That should do. And then this, hopefully, once we get some power... Ooh, it also stores waste rock, so we'll have to get rid of waste rock as well. Interesting. Insufficient power, that should change soon. Can we speed up? Yes, we can. There's our wind generator. Okay. Are you going to supply to a power consumer? Okay, so what are we waiting for here? Metals. Okay, so we're now going to have to tell our transport to go and get some metals. We got some metals here, so we can tell it to make a transport route, load resources from there, and we're going to need something over there.
Sector scanned.
We need to make another deposit area, so some storages, metals. And put it there. Then we can tell this thing to go and have a trade route from the metals area over there to the metals area over here. And then that hopefully should be close enough to everything else. And if there is a better way than this of getting materials around the base, maybe just linking up drone hubs might be worthwhile, but we can't make them ourselves just yet. So as you can see, our rocket is unloading now. Polymers are coming off there, and you can see polymers and machine parts are in our colony listed resources. Okay, so are you going to build this? Oh, there it is. You're going to drop some metals? Good, and the drones are going to decide, hey, we can build. Yes, there they go. Grab some and head back over and just build me some power cable, please. And then that should be enough to start everything up. I'm then going to want a similar kind of setup for the water itself. So we're going to want to build a water tower with some pipes, I guess. And then we'll have to watch out, of course. So that'll be a common link right there. I don't want to get that too close to the power cable in case I just build myself into a corner, though. So what were the connections? There seems to be a good connection. So here, so maybe if we build just below this. So let's take the water tower, and that should do. This should now be producing water. Water production is 0 of 5. Lack of demand. Okay, so we're going to need to put some pipes in as well. Let's just put a pipe in there. That should be enough. Yep. And the pipes just take metals as well. Okay, so hopefully they're still in range. Yep, just about. So we then should have a water supply over here. We may need a subsurface heater of some kind and some power accumulators or something along those lines to deal with cold spots. Slightly inefficient otherwise, but okay. What do they take? We want... Is it in power? Not in power. Where did I put that subsurface heater? Dome services? Infrastructure, subsurface heater. Wow, costs 15 metals and 5 machine parts and consumes both power and water, but only while it's working, of course. So I guess we can leave it off most of the time. And we've got more than enough metals and machine parts. So I guess we can... Well, we can connect it there and put another pipe in, and that should cover all of the water infrastructure, I think. Well, maybe it has to go this side. Can we get it this side? That covers everything. Does this thing gonna need power, I imagine, though? Yeah, not great. Will that attach? Let's just put it this side, I think. No, let's put it there. Okay. So that will get built, and if we may have to connect that up with pipe network or something like that, but that should do fine. And we can turn it off for the moment. We don't need it until it actually gets a cold snap of some kind. And then we'll have to get our pipe running out to our base, which is over here. Oh, can I just build a pipe network through here? So, yep, you can connect. So if we get a pipe network going from, say, can I just go one from there to there? And one from here over to here, and then here in. That would appear to be okay. And then we may have to connect to this, but, you know, come back to that in a minute. You're not producing anything yet because there's still no demand.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. Although you should be filling it. Oh no, you're already full. Okay, we've got 100 stored water already. Fair enough. So that warning should disappear when this goes back on, saying there's no water. We just need to make sure this place has got power, and then we've also got to deal with the other resources we want to gather from it. All right, let me go and have a look as far as where I want to put some power. Okay, so we've just been through a dust storm, and I've put a subsurface heater in next to our oxygen production, mainly because this tank will freeze. I mean, it's already frozen, but we're about to get a cold wave as well in 5 hours, so that's a bit of an issue. And we also need this one to be built, but I think our drones are perhaps too far away, or they don't have the resources available. What have we got here? That is metals. We've got more than enough there. Metals, concrete, and 1 machine part. That's probably not enough. Yeah, we're short on machine parts. We're down to 5 machine parts in the colony total. So our rocket should be back at Earth. It is. We're down to 710 million funds. That's not good. Do we bring it back with more machine parts? Well, we can bring passengers back. But what will it take if we have to go for them? Let's see. We want... Well, let's actually just go back. What do we have entirely? Flaws, quirks, perks, sex specialization, age group. Yeah, we can sort of choose all of these things. Let's just review what we have. Okay, so we've got botanists, medics, officers, engineers, no specialization, geologists, botanists. Okay, so we're going to need some general colonists, and having some specializations would be good as well. We haven't really got the buildings yet for that, so let's just take a quick look. I think I'm going to bring back 1 more cargo rocket, to be honest. I just want an extra set of machine parts and nothing else. 15 machine parts, 20 of them. That's half of our funds, but launch. And here comes this cold wave. So this still isn't built.
Resources are low.
Yes, I know resources are built low or short on machine parts. Nothing much I can do about that until our rocket gets back. Have you built yet? You should have connection now for power. What are you short on? Required water and power. Well, we've got the power. We just need some water. So I guess we're going to have to get another pipe around here. Pipes. I'm just wondering if the pipes can actually freeze as well. I guess, can we go by the... Can we go by this? So if I go here and go this way, can we go this way? I guess so. And connect that way. Okay, so that's water, and well, hopefully that's not going to cause a problem with our oxygen pipes, which are right here as well. But that would be nasty. Let's see if let's see if the game copes with that.
Research complete.
Okay.
Sector scanned.
Okay. Do they have enough? They should be. It's just water. It's just metals. It's frozen. The heater is frozen. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait for the cold wave to pass, which is in 2 days. We don't want that to happen when there's colonists here. But we've got 2 oxygen tanks. Neither one is particularly full at the moment. They're basically frozen because the Moxie's frozen. The other side of things, the water. We have a water tower. It's also frozen. And we have water production, which isn't going anywhere because the water's frozen. The water tower's frozen. Ooh, some more metals. We can get that with our Explorer. Not the Explorer, the Transport. You are nearly full, so let me just tell you to come back here and maybe unload those metals. And then our rocket should be back soon. Yeah, it's at 95%. So we can unload machine parts, get it refueled, get it sent back. The fuel is going to have some problems, I imagine. We've got 24 stored, but because our drones are away from base, they're not grabbing it. We've got lots of different stuff up here. No active research. Let's make sure we're actually researching something. Let's just improve our Moxies. And let's send these back here for now. Also notice that this concrete extractor, it's frozen, but even if it wasn't frozen, it's actually out of concrete. It's depleted its area. Now, if you can see here, I think there's more of it here. So if we can reconstruct this just a little bit further down, we may be able to get more concrete out of this spot, but it's already pretty much emptied its space. If we go and click on here, you'll see it's down to 125 of 343. So I'm assuming that 125 is just there, and we'll rebuild that when we can. So while our rocket's landing, let's take a look at what we can build in this dome. We have 6 segments here that we can build inside the dome itself. So if you right click and go to domes, or rather dome, homes, education and research, we can build some living quarters. That only takes concrete essentially, and gives us space for 14 residents, and it fits in the dome, and that takes up a whole section. However, some of the other things that don't take up a full section, now let's take a look at life support and hydroponics or farms. So hydroponics costs 4 metals and 2 polymers. It takes 3 workers, single work shift, and produces food. Or we can do double that, and it consumes water, but it doesn't consume any power, but double the amount of workers. So I think I'm going to start with the single one to start off with, the hydroponics, and I'm going to put that like this, I think, and we'll start out with that. Is there anything else that looks like we're going to want things? Now I assume they've taken inspiration from RimWorld here, so we're going to have to keep people happy and give living space for kids, which will be useful to grow our amount of colonists. And yeah, train them and school them and generate research in a research lab. Not too concerned about research just yet, to be honest. I just want to make sure they survive more than anything else. Relaxation, so this is where we sort of get into the joy thing as far as RimWorld's concerned. So lots and lots of different things. It consumes electronics, makes electronic stores, etc. So yeah, we've got to choose what we create in here. For now, I don't think I want to choose anything that consumes a huge amount. Open air gym, that's just going to be a yard basically, and that consumes a lot of polymers. Infirmaries, visitors will cover health and sanity as long as they're not starving, dehydrated, freezing or suffocating. So obviously oxygen, food, water and warmth. So I think warmth is going to be the one that I need to take care of. Will that just work with a subsurface heater, I wonder? Interesting. Can we get an indication of what the temperature's like? It's insufficient oxygen at the moment. That's just because the building is frozen. Yeah, okay. So let's give it a go. Let's not worry about this just for yet. Diner? Seems reasonable, but again, 6 colonist workers. So I'm just going to start out with just the 2 buildings, and we'll build a diner or a grocer or something like that, depending whether they need to be processed. Let's take a look at you. Yeah, we need all the resource. What resources do these need again? Polymers and concrete, which we should have plenty of. So let's just move these in a little bit. And the drones should pick up, hopefully. We've got machine parts. Are you refueled yet? Refueling 80 of 80. Yeah, our refuel, our fuel requirements has gone down because of the research. So let's take off and head for some passengers, I think. Our drones are busy building. Whoa. Off goes the rocket. Do you like that animation? Our buildings are being constructed, hopefully. Cold snap is duration of 9 hours. That won't take very long, and then we can complete or get this up and running. The drones will have to repair it, but from that point onwards, as long as we've got enough power, we shouldn't have too much of an issue.
Vehicle battery low.
Ooh.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found. Select a sector to scan.
Okay, which vehicle battery is low? That's going to be our sort of drone hub, isn't it? Our rover. Let's start to recharge there. That should still be in range. So let's set this to scan, so it must finish them all. We've quite a bit of water up there, but I guess we've got to go and scan all the rest. So let's just scan all of these. There we go. That should keep it occupied for some time. Get rid of you and you. We don't need the anomaly. We don't need to know the information. Yeah, buildings aren't working because it's frozen. Fair enough. Let's speed things back up again. And are you going to need to... then we're going to need at least... what did that say for the hydroponics? Life support, hydroponics. So we're going to need at least 3 workers for that. We're also going to want to get some more funds, and that's going to be rare metals over there. So if we could be able to build rare metals extractor Let's see, is it in infrastructure or is it in production? Production, I imagine. So that's going to be 12 workers, but 4 per work shift. So 15 in total, and well, how many is in those living quarters? 14. Okay, so we probably should get get those going. We may have to grow the colony slowly with kids, maybe even. Depends on how much it costs me to bring those colonists back. Okay, now once cold snap had passed, this was entirely frozen. Yes, the subsurface heater was frozen. I don't know of any way of restoring that other than demolishing it and rebuilding it, but once you do that, it will then kick in and keep everything else going. So you notice we've got an oxygen surplus of 0 right now, a water surplus of 3. Okay, are you actually running? You're producing 2 oxygen. What's using up the oxygen then? Well, we've got a crack in the dome. I have asked for maintenance. Please. Yes, I've requested it. Please repair the dome. That would be really, really nice of you. Is it just concrete? It looks like it's going to repair. That's not good. It's still gassing out there. Where are you going? Repair the dome. Repair the dome. Still fractured. Only takes 1 concrete, and the concrete is right there. So why it's not repairing that automatically, I do not know. Is the dome repaired? No, it is not. I don't know how to fix that. It's already requested. Fractured and losing oxygen. Cost of repairs is 5 polymers. And we don't have polymers within range. That's the issue. So if we get the transport to transport polymers, I want to say. Move polymers from here. To... We don't have a universal... Let's put
Cable fault reported.
Ah! Let me... Everything is breaking. It's breaking down. Right. Universal depot. Let's get that sorted. We got 1 there. Okay. So you are going to then transport polymers to the universal depot. Go. Fine. Now we have a cable fault because of a dust storm. Thank you very much, tornado. So, well, that's been repaired. That's okay. That's automatic. Losing 6 power every hour? No, the drones are fine. The drones are repairing it. Hopefully they don't get swept off into the middle of nowhere. Do we have the polymers yet? Where is our transport? Are you just sitting there? You are, apparently. Why don't you transport stuff? Are you just full? Oh, you're full, that's why. Let's tell you to unload resources here. Yeah, there you go.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
And now you're going to load up on polymers. There you go. And now I'm going to tell you to manually move over here. Select you. Move here. Helps if you use the right mouse button over there. And now you're going to unload into here whatever you've got, please. And the drones should now repair things. Off they go. Can you repair it? Great. Okay. So now we've got a cable fault which is up there, and the drones are already repairing it, so that's not a problem. What isn't working? The hydroponics, but that's fine, and the concrete plant we already know about, so let's actually salvage that building. And we're probably going to deconstruct it entirely, I think. So clear it or rebuild it. Well, we're going to clear it. And then we'll try and rebuild it just a little bit farther out and see if that will continue to work. And now, where's our rocket? All right, here we go with our rocket. Let's take a look for some passengers. Okay, here are our passengers. Blaze Bell, a scientist. Eats double rations. Can be caused by sanity breakdowns plus dining. Vegan, don't worry, they'll tell you. Okay, I don't think I want someone with double rations to start out with. Lazy and loner, geologist. I just want someone that's not too bad. I don't mind if they're lazy. Yeah, performance reduced by 20, but there's no other counteracting features that we need to take care of. Yeah, I'll get an engineer. Hopefully that doesn't actually cost me anything. Double rations. No penalty for heavy workload. Minus relaxation. Yeah. No specialization. We've only got room for 12 colonists, unfortunately. And we've got residences on Mars 14, of course. So we need to look through and just see if we got anything reasonable for each of these. So we're just going to take some of the nicer ones rather than the really bad sort of, well, in our case, greedy people eating a lot of food. Okay, and they get morale boosts. Loses less food without water. Food, water, oxygen when living in power. Then we don't need that. Double rations again. And yeah. Okay, so that's 6 already, and we've got 4 pages of this. So we can take a look through. What kind of specializations have we got? Non-scientist and an engineer. Might be useful to have maybe a botanist if we can get something like that. No, not you. Vegan, don't worry, they'll tell you. I guess we'll take a vegan. Plenty of plants available on Mars and no space cows. So I'm going to go through and fill up our colony ship and see if we can get them back to Mars. Okay, and our colonists are nearly back. We've got 12 passengers with 12 food. And they're 90% of the way here. So they bring a little bit of food with them, but of course we're going to have to get them straight away on to working at the farm anyway. And hopefully that will be enough for them, because we can't get any food otherwise. We also going to need rare metals at some point to actually ship back to Earth to, well, start getting more funds. That will be very useful. And here we are. So I guess we're going to have to bring in the ship next to the dome for a change, so that they can walk in. And let's see them arrive. In they come.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
The next 10 sols will be full of difficulties and dangers, but of great promises and opportunities. Yes, so arrival of additional colonists temporarily suspended until the colony proves able to sustain human life. They must survive for 10 sols, 10 Martian days, prove that they're not going to all die. Yes. The colony will be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event the first human is born on Mars. So that's right. If we can make a baby in 10 days, okay, fine. It's a game. Hint: the colony. Yeah, yes. If you're feeling up to the challenge, try constructing a medical building and raising the comfort of the founders as much as possible with service buildings. Now we've got about 3 males and 9 females, I think. So not sure what you'd expect the ratio to be 1-to-1, but if you're going to create an entirely new population with very few people, I guess you probably do want more females than males. However, who knows what will happen in this game? Close. And are the colonists going to pop out? First human on Mars? Oh, here they come. Yep, hop. They should really fall flat on their face, to be perfectly honest. Okay, yes, they'll speed up the research, that's fine. In they come. Medics. lots and lots of dollar
New
signs.
colonists have arrived.
And
no active
coming-
research.
God.
Research complete.
Yes, yes, yes. So in they come. And look at our colonists heading towards the very, very productive life. So that's going to be it for this episode. Just to leave this on a cliffhanger. How are these colonists going to cope? Are they going to all horribly expire in the Martian lack of atmosphere? Who knows? Maybe you'll join me next time to find out. I know, it's a cliffhanger. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and like, etc. as normal. But as always, guys, thanks for watching.